Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're back in Scrap Mechanic, and as you can see I built a new car, and it's an off-roader. And last video I built a piston engine, which is this one. It's a 4-cylinder piston engine, and I built a chassis for it, and I just put my piston engine into this car, and as you can see it's all piston powered. There's no engine in here, and there's no powered bearings. All the power is from this engine right here, and as you can see it drives pretty well. Actually, it got a little bit of torque, but that's pretty normal, and it goes pretty fast. As you can see, the piston engine is working really hard. I actually put a gearbox in the first version, and it just kind of glitches out a lot, and what happened is that the gears actually slip. So originally I put a 2-to-1 gear reduction, so I have maximum torque, but the gear kind of just clip through when stuck somewhere, and then the second time I say let's make it faster, so it's a 1-to-2 gear ratio, so it goes a little bit faster, but sometimes it slows down, sometimes it goes up, and the speed is not consistent enough. So what this version is that there's no gear reduction. There's just a drive shaft going out from the engine to the rear differential, and right here there's no gears, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and you can see it goes pretty fast, and it's got enough torque to go through some ramps and stuff, and can also do burnouts. And let me show you here. So to do burnouts, you actually have to get it stuck somewhere, like so. So it cannot go anywhere. Oh well, okay. And this engine also have a reverse. That didn't work that well. Okay, there we go. I think we got ourselves stuck. So as you can see, it's doing a burnout. So it's got enough torque to do that, but sometimes it kind of kicks into reverse. And I think it kicks into reverse mainly because of my tiny wheel isn't that great. And for the maximum torque, this is the timing that I'm doing because it works the best for me so far, and it's pretty fast. And when I'm tuning the engine, I'm not actually tuning it on the car. I'm tuning it on the dyno. So I made the piston engine really fast and really torquey on the dyno, but when I put it on the car, it doesn't perform that well. So I need to redo all the work that I done on the dyno. And what I would say is that the most time I spent on this project, on this car, is that I spent way too much time making the timing wheel work somewhat reliably, and right now it seems to be running pretty good. And the first version, because the first version have a gear reduction, the piston engine don't need that much speed, so it kind of just goes at a very slow speed. So this is version 2, and it's got a pretty interesting setup on the rear. So if I put down the lift, you can see that the rear end is actually up. It's actually up higher than the front. And on the front's double wishbone suspension, just a normal setup that I usually do to my off-road vehicles. And if you just drop it down from the lift, you can see the rear axle just goes down. That's because there's a piston. And I am using mods for this one because I feel like I really have to use mods, and mainly because of this differential drive shaft here. And here's the universal joint, and you can see it's right here. And this is not a normal block. This is a mod. So if you're gonna use pipe pieces for the U-joints, it doesn't really work that great. And so I use some mods, and you can see it works absolutely amazing. And it kicks into reverse because we stalled it out. Yeah, I still need to make the timing a bit better. Let's see if I just paint this here. If I just paint that, is that gonna make it better? No. I then need to reduce it quite a bit. Yeah, there we go. Now this is like a torque mode where you have a lot of speed. I mean, a lot of torque, but not that much speed. So I still have to learn how to make the timing wheel actually work pretty good. This is pretty good, but it's a bit slow. I think the piston engine is fantastic that it's actually working. And this car, it kind of looks weird because I tried to make this car as light as possible. That's because gears in scrap mechanic, they don't like too much torque in them. So the more weight you have, the more stress is going to be on the gears. And I don't want the gears to slip. So this is the body that I built for it. And there's actually a lot of pocketing going on here. You can see this is not filled in with materials. I just cut holes all around here. And there's also a guard for the drive shaft because I needed this. If I don't have this, the drive shaft actually kind of wiggles around. So I needed that. And on the top here, it doesn't have a roof because I don't want it to be top heavy. And you can see on the back here, it's also all open. There's nothing filling these gaps to keep it lightweight. You can see it's pretty good. And now I hooked it up to a dyno, and to show you guys how much power this thing have. Max torque, max power, and let's just ramp the engine up first, and then we're gonna start the dyno. You can see it's running, and 200 RPM, somewhere there. And let's start the dyno. You can see it's slowing down quite a bit. And now stalls. It's stalled out. Okay. Let's see. 42 horsepower. And that's not really a lot, but if you look at the torque, 2500 Newton meters of torque. That's pretty good. You can see the torque curve going up and the speed, the horsepower going down as there's more resistance. And I am also using modded wheels. I think these are 2x6. So there is 6 blocks tall and 2 blocks width. And they also have much more grip too. You can see it's awesome. It's so awesome seeing how the suspension works and seeing the transmission going. And this is actually one of the piston engines that I built that are actually somewhat good. And I am working on another piston engine, but it didn't work out that good. So next video I might make a tank using piston engines, or maybe I will make a car, off-road car with a V8 engine. And this is it for this video, and leave some comments and subscribe if you like my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.